game, doing it different, we ain't the same. I'ma come over and state my claim. You think I'm lame cause I don't wear a chain? Rock them pants and a shirt that's plain. With life's too simple, you can keep that fame. Try to maintain and level up my brain. Bring heat to my calves when I run LeBron James. Who run it, who run it, who run it? I run it. When I conquer, they know who done it. Check it out when I run the city. Running high with the cardio, feeling silly. People want dreams, but stuck on their cell phones. Will that make them come true? Hell no. Feed your focus and neglect your distractions. Tomorrow's not promised to no one, so make it happen.
Hey, what's going on, people? This is Rolo, and welcome back to Rolo Runs the City podcast. I am your host, Rolo, and this is episode 5. We greatly do appreciate your viewership, your listenership, and feel free to check out our YouTube, of course. If you're looking on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. Hit that bell notification so that every time we drop a video, you know what's going down. And if you are listening via Spotify, Apple Music, feel free to follow us. We will make sure that every time we drop, you'll hear it. Anyway, just wanted to go ahead and break down another great topic this week. And this is something that really intrigues me because it's something that I never quite understood. Okay? And there's no magic potion to it. We'll just put it that way. But the episode is basically about complainers. Okay, people who just complain, whine about everything. Okay, curious about the mind of the complainer. And the reason why I have trouble trying to spitball this and just trying to get it out is just it's something that I really can't relate to. And the reason why I say this, I guess I can relate if somebody's now holding someone into a higher standard, and then I'm like, why aren't you doing this? You should be doing this, and that. So I guess that could be a form of complaining. But I'm talking about complaining as in people who complain that have to do the things they do on a daily basis. It's crazy, right? So I never quite understood the mindset of the complainer. I really don't. Still trying to grasp on why people complain so much on a daily basis. Okay, for example, I have a German Shepherd, right? Got him from a breeder when he was 8 weeks old. You know, the German Shepherds are great dogs. Okay, but truth be told, the maturity of them is a very slow process. Okay, they don't fully mature until they're 24 months old, 2 years old. Okay. So unfortunately, my German Shepherd is, you know, he's still young. Okay, he's like 8 months old, so he's still very immature. Okay, and you know, he's not fully potty trained, although he knows when to go outside. But it's like when he has to go, he just goes in his kennel. He just doesn't care. Okay, he'll just handle business in there, and whether if it's number 1 and number 2, he just doesn't care. If he's got to go, he's got to go. But lately he's shown a lot of discipline when it comes to going number 1. But if that thing's knocking on the door, he's going to do number 2. He's dropping the deuce. It just is what it is, right? So my daughter's responsibility in his life is to ensure that she cleans to ensure that she cleans the kennel, you know, after him having accidents. You know, majority of the time it occurs overnight. So when we wake up in the morning, you know, it's pretty much like a broken record. You know, it's like, hey kiddo, you have to get up and clean the kennel. You know, she moans and groans as she cleans this kennel, and she gripes about the dog. All right, but lately we go through the routine. And she gets up without making a sound, cleans it up, gets it out the way, and goes on about her day. Right? So the moral of the story is, you know, we may get mad, right? But we're getting mad as if these things, we don't know that they're going to occur. You know what I mean? But if you're expecting it to happen, why are we complaining? Like, this is what we do, right? So at least we know what's coming. Why would we complain? You know? So I'm looking at her and I'm like, okay, she's adapting to what's going on. She knows, like, yep, I got to get up and do this. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm moaning and groaning as I'm getting out of the bed and I'm just griping about the dog as I'm cleaning it up. Like, this is just, it's Groundhog Day, right? Very classic with Bill Murray, right? But it's happening day in and day out. So the whole point is, why are we getting upset about doing what we're supposed to do? This is our job. This is what we do. Why complain about it? Why don't we just do it? Do it as quickly and as efficient as we can, and go on about our day and do what we're supposed to do. Just supposed to do, you know. So that's one of those things. But you know, have a better outlook. You know, when you don't have to address something, like in my daughter's case, right? If the dog hadn't had an accident, right? Exercise gratitude, right? Don't keep like just being upset about the situation because he poops the next day after, overnight. It's like, dude, why weren't you just grateful that last night he didn't have an accident and you didn't have to clean that? You know, that's the problem. We live in this "what have you done for me lately" society, where it's like, well, at least he didn't do this. And the "what have we done for me lately" society and the state of gratitude don't coexist with one another. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it has to get done regardless. So why even complain? I mean, I'll put it to you like this. You have zero control over, for example, like my daughter has zero control over the dog wanting to poop in his kennel, right? But what she does have control over is how she reacts toward the situation. So it's like, am I going to get upset today, or am I going to just do what I got to do and don't let that take my power away from me? And it's amazing because many of us, what we do is we let external factors take the power away from us and totally dictate our day from that point forward. Okay? So example with her about cleaning the kennel. If she has a good outlook on cleaning the kennel, like, man, I'm going to get this over with because I already know he had an accident and I'm just going to keep moving forward, get up, take a shower, do my thing, and then just totally conquer the day. She has kept her power. Okay? And on the other end of the spectrum is, I'm going to get up, I'm going to moan, I'm going to groan, I'm going to gripe while I'm cleaning the kennel, and then not only has this dog taken all my power because I've totally surrendered it to him because he has got me so pissed off that now I'm just going to have the crappiest day. Why? Because I had to deal with literally his crap in the morning. But if you go on the other end of the spectrum, nothing from that point forward can take you out at all. Okay? It's like, man, did what I had to do. I'm going to keep it moving. There's no sense of getting upset at it because we all have a job to do. So with that being said, many of us, we get upset when we go to a workplace, and we have to do a job. It's like, that's what you're getting paid for. You're getting paid to do a job. Why would I have to not only convince you to do your job, but tell you how to do it when this is what we pay you for? And I'll be honest with you. I remember I worked a job a few years ago. It was a while back. Where these young kids, man, like, they would just come in and they would sit down and they would do nothing until the boss told them what to do. Now, if you're a boss that likes to feel like you're the boss and you want to just tell people what to do, then have at it. To me, that's an exercise in futility. It's like, if I gotta keep continuing to tell you over and over to do your job and what your job is, and you've been here for 3 or 4 months and you still haven't grasped the concept, sorry, buddy, you gotta go. Bye. That's my approach. So for me, hey, ego is no amigo. So therefore, I don't have to get my ego stroked by feeling like I'm somebody's boss, you know. But a lot of people like that, and there's some that don't. Okay, but the whole point is that after they're being told what to do, then they gripe and complain about why they got to do the job. It's like, dude, like, you're here to make money. Like, they're not going to go ahead and they're going to give you a check just because they want to see your face and they think you're cute. Like, let's get real. You have a job to do. Go ahead and do it. And I try not to insult people's intelligence because you just don't know mentally what people are going through. But when you see somebody, they're being real slick at it on when they don't want to work, right? It's like, nah, they know what they're doing. They just don't want to do anything. You know what I mean? That's another end that you look at and you said, man, I know that person's just complaining like hell right now because they got to be here. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because many of us don't realize that we're actually living in a great state of gratitude, but fail to acknowledge it. You know, many people don't realize, like, man, hey, I'm grateful that at least, you know, have a job and provide for my family, provide for myself, and being responsible. You know, people don't look at things in that way. Well, the way they look at it is like, oh, I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that. Like, you don't have to do anything. They're not holding you against your will. If you want, you can leave. But the whole thing is you're sacrificing, you know, you're sacrificing your money. Not anybody else's. You're not sacrificing theirs. You're sacrificing your money. So it just goes to show you, for me, the mind of the complainer. I'm like, dude, like, you gotta get up. You gotta make it happen. Just get to work. Let's do work. Let's do what we're supposed to do. At the end of the day, I couldn't live on Mars because Mars is going to restrict me from what I want to do. You want to know the reason why? I'm going to tell you. They say Mars, I'm not sure, I'm not into astronomy and all that, but I don't believe there's like gravity like that over there. You know what I'm saying? And what makes people on Earth, you know, even the sedentary lifestyle, the most people do is open and close their car door, you know, but they have the muscle to do that. You know, you end up losing muscle mass and all that other stuff because in Mars, gravity doesn't hit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we all need that resistance in life, you know, and it comes back to, you know, being consistent and being disciplined, doing what we're supposed to do. So it's like, if you don't want that resistance, like I said, feel free to just dig your grave right now and just hop in. At the end of the day, you're going to have resistance in life. Why not go ahead, do what needs to get done, so then that way you can continue to move forward and become better. But anyway, I just don't get the mind of the complainer. Maybe they just like to do it because they like to live in that space. I like to get things done. I don't like to procrastinate. I want to make it happen. Let's go. Let's keep the ball rolling. And let's see what we can get done. Anyway, this is Rolo. And very glad that you guys were listening today. Very glad that I have my subscribers. And feel free to check me out anytime. You already know. Twitter, Instagram, @RoloRunsTheCity. Feel free to visit RoloRunsTheCity.com with all things Rolo. You know, I got some races, some events. If you want to, feel free and check me out. I'm doing what I can to run this city. Take care. Godspeed. Very grateful for you guys. And always remember, till next time, my friends, be the goat, never a sheep, and don't sleep on your dreams. Take care.